Power to the people. I will entitle this video, Doing Life in Nazi America. I'm transmitting this to those who are out there online, to family of humanity, to the future, and if there's any Canadians out there who picked this up, to them too. What? Giving feedback to the feedback. We are in Nazi America. Amerika, as in K. Don't be a hater. Don't be a reactionary. Don't be so defensive about your exceptional country. If you're a U.S. citizen, I am a U.S. citizen too. Yet the way this rogue regime of a so-called government acts, with this shutdown, with this illegal wars in foreign countries, with the support of the corporate ruling class, with this becoming more and more of a fascist situation. And what's worse, we have a general population that is passive, obedient, docile, afraid of the truth. Allow themselves to be constantly distracted by dumb stuff. I'm trying to control my cussing. Another American trait. Some guys think they're more macho if they cuss more. I would say you're more macho if your life has meaning. You're more macho if you respect women. But that's another story. I see where there's a lot of fear in the land. And this paranoid fear is instilled by fascism. It's programmed into your psyche. We have a desire for and fear of freedom. So giving a little feedback, I did a video the other day about joining a progressive political party, and as usual, people didn't really get it if they saw it. We'll include a link here. The ideal is to create a culture of liberation, to create a culture of active democracy. Right now, we do not really live under a democracy of the people, for the people, by the people. And so when people talk about, oh, we're losing our democracy to the NSA, You don't got no damn democracy. When people talk about, oh, our nation is falling apart, you know. You don't got a nation. The USA is an internal colony of the evil empire. You know, advance your vocabulary. You know, there are no nations under empire. So how can there be an internationalism? This might seem outrageous to you, especially if you got a slave mentality. Comprehend that if we don't really have a correct understanding of connected reality, how can we change that reality? For example, the left wing, right wing, bipolarity. That came out of a seating arrangement in France, not even the last century, the century before, you know, where the left wing, in today's terminology, the left wing is the liberal to progressive elements, and then the right wing are conservative to reactionary elements, and that's a totally outdated mentality. You know, so many of those who consider themselves progressive or liberal to progressive still use that outdated terminology. Left wing, right wing. You know, so they get off balance. You know, they listen to what they understand as left wing, yet they'll turn off any ideals from the so-called right wing. This is a closed mind. An open mind will listen to different opinions from a variety of sources. You know, for example, Obamacare. In a way, it is progressive from the earlier medical system in the USA, yet it is still a fascist liberal medical system that helps the medical industry. You know, we want to have our humane rights, and among them are a right to free medical care, period. We don't have to have an insurance company. If we have a medical issue, we can go to an established medical facility and get help. You know, you can call it universal health care. Now, Obamacare is not universal health care. You know, he's a fascist. And he's there to help the rich get richer. We can call him a puppet. Personally, I like him. I mean, he got a great smile. Can't beat it. Better than mine. And so, what we're seeing is that many people have a way different perception of what's going on than I do. You know, I'm not really in the United States. You know, if anything, we're more in the divided states. Divided. You know, we're divided by region. We're divided by statehood. We're divided by race, so-called race, knowing that we're all one race of humanity. We're divided by sex. We're so fucking confused that some don't even think they're male or female. Transgender. Where'd that come from? Yet we still got to respect the human race of all people. But if you haven't noticed, if you haven't been paying attention, a lot of people are really confused, if not insane. And then they want to pervert you to their perception. Might even consider you insane for not going along with their insanity. Insanity is when you got 25,000 people a day dying behind hunger-related causes. Insanity is when you have homeless families wandering the streets, and all around them are middle-class folks pretending that they're invisible. That's insanity. Insanity is when people refuse to comprehend connected reality and stay in their little interpretation of what reality is. They split it up like objective reality and subjective reality, when they're both interconnected. There's no external objective reality out there. It's reflected in our so-called subjective reality in our mind. Yet both objective and subjective realities coexist in the context of what I call connected reality. So we have to learn how to perceive phenomena. Phenomena is what we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch. How to perceive phenomena and then change it in a projected manner, so that we can bring about positive, constructive change in society. We are in terrible shape here. I dig Alex Jones, but sometimes he goes really off the wall. I don't believe in getting people pumped up with fear. I'd rather cultivate compassion. Help to educate, to liberate people. See, many people don't give a fuck. They're fucked up in their little world. As long as they got something on their plate, they're cool. They don't care about other people. Then we have those who think they're going to come up with some brand new super duper free energy system or some new philosophy or ideology and stuff, and they lose their grasp on connected reality. We are here now. Politics goes on whether you recognize it or not. So the ideal here is to see politics as a tactic, not as ends tragedy, and to understand that, many times we may have to fight this alone. We're living in a screwed up country, a lot of screwed up people. That's the reality. So we may not even win at the rate we're going, not from here in the USA. But if we look at growing liberation forces in other countries, and all of us working at it together towards the goal of global liberation, we have a slim chance. I say we should try. Better to try than just lay down and die. So I hope I didn't offend anyone here. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to wake people up gently. To me, I'm being gentle. I don't rant and rave usually. I try not to cuss. Usually. Just do what you can. And don't do what you don't want to do. Just do what you want to do. Use your free will. And throw in some love with that free will. Nada más.